And what they give us like a class, like they give us a class, the whole thing, and then they tell us how to talk to people on the phone. Usually a man, if he asks you a question, he'll usually give you the answer. What are you wearing? You wearing something sexy? And then all you have to do, you never answer with a yes. You always say, yeah, I'm wearing something sexy. I'm actually wearing like a pink little camisole, actually. And you just, the job is not having sex over the phone. The job is really keeping men on the phone.
For the money?
Them. Yes. The second he hangs up, the money stops coming. Oh. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the job is really, it's not about how sexy you are. It's how distracting and conversational and charismatic you can be.
That's great.
Right?
Wow. That's smart.
So, yeah. It's so like, that's what it is. And so then they put us on the phone with actual real callers, right? And they have like a little test area, and all of my calls are bombing. So they want you to stay on the phone for at least 7 minutes for the company. But in this audition, if you can stay on the phone for like 3 minutes, then you're good, right? My calls are ending in 20 seconds. If that, just every single one, bomb, bomb, bomb. And so they're like,
you have somebody like guiding you?
Yeah,
going,
the monitors, the supervisors are right there telling you, like they're not telling you what to say,
right?
But they're watching you and they're listening in on your calls, and they're also standing right there. Yeah. And the other girls are also right there too. Yeah. And so all of my calls, bomb, 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 bomb. And I remember my supervisor, I remember her name. She was very, very pretty. She sometimes would use my actual name in the club. Shout to her. But she's like, it's okay, you can go ahead and log out. And I know I'm not getting this job. And like my longest call was maybe 30 seconds. I know I'm not getting it. And as I'm about to take the headset off, the phone rings again. And she's like, go ahead and take it, because you never turn down a customer. Because these actual real customers, right? So I pick up the call and it's a woman. Me and this lady stayed on the phone for 40 something minutes.
Whoa. Really?
Just having girl talk, talking about cute Victoria's Secret panties, and I forgot to say. So before I got on the call, they tell you, she's like, so they assess what your voice sounds like just so that you can say what you are. You have to be a white girl. White girl, white girl, white girl. Unless the call, so like there's all those 900 lines, like 100 different lines all funnel to the same company. Wow. Right? They're all that you think. So like it's sexy housewife, it's college girl, it's barely legal, it's Latina girl, it's Asian girl, it's submissive girl, it's trans girl. It's all, but the same person that picks up. It's all, but you are just told, because you get a computer screen, it tells you who you are. But you have to be white unless otherwise asked not to be. And so my voice was like an octave higher than it is right now. And she said, ooh, that little voice of yours, you sound really young. Them men gonna love your voice. And also your name has to coincide with your voice. Like, I don't make sense as a Janice. I'm not a Janice. My voice is too high for a Janice. Janice is too mature a name. You feel me? And also Janice is not blonde. Janice is a redhead. You feel me? So like these are, I know this sounds like a lot.
This is like,
this is a science. This is a real business.
Many times I've called.
Yeah, I still have your credit card information. Penny showed you the suit, right? That's what you like. That's the shit you like. I remember.
Damn, what is this recurring bill I got? Janice, who the hell is Janice? I am not paying $99 a month for Janice.
Redhead.
So your voice was what?
My voice was high enough to be a blonde.
Okay.
For my actor, I chose to be brunette. And my name was Becky. This was my audition name.
Not Becky with the good hair.
This was my audition name.
Becky with the good hair.
Becky. And so Becky and that lady spoke on the phone for nearly like 40 something minutes, like really a long, long, long time. And when I hung up, I had the job.
Wow.
And then
was the whole office like, woo!
Yeah, you just made us some money. What was it, like $3? It was like $3 a minute back then.
That's like a good, how much did you make?
This line was $5 a minute. Like a lot of times, but do you know how much the girl was getting? That's how much the company was getting. The girl was getting 10 cents a minute for the first 10 minutes and then 20 cents a minute afterwards. And then I think it only went up to like, I think it went up to like maybe 30 cents a minute, but there are other ways that you can make money. So I had a girl number. My girl number was 1266. 1266. That meant I was the 1,266th employee that was hired. So that became my girl number. And also I chose for my actual job, my girl name was Melody because I thought my voice is really melodic. Yeah. So that was and you can leave the company as long as you leave if you're saying hi, I quit for a bit, you're always able to come back. But if you're fired, you never come back. And they'll retire your number. So I will always be girl 1266. And so if a guy liked me enough, if he wanted to request me, I'd get $2 before I even said hello. Wow, right? Okay. $2 and then 10 cents a minute and then 20 cents a minute. But also bus, right? So there are samples. Oh. These are commercials, right? Okay. So your girl would make a commercial for the lines that you were good at, right? Yeah. And so if they heard your commercial and they said, "Oh, I want to talk to Melody," then I was getting, I think it was 50 cents before I said hello. Right? Wow. So, and you could write your own commercials. Now, here's what I did. So I was there for 2 months and I got promoted to a receptionist because this is an actual company. It was near the Manhattan Mall.
Okay.
All right?
Oh,
in
New York?
New
York City.
It was like in Herald Square.
Herald Square, that's 34th Street, 34th, Macy's, all that other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, between 6th and 7th.
Yep.
And so there was like, God.
He hates the addresses in New York. Wow. The grid is dope. There's no Crenshaw in Wilshire.
No, I tease him because, from LA, it's an address. Here, it's between this and that.
Because you have to know that.
Anyway, continue with your story.
We're on a grid.
We have a grid.
It makes more sense.
It makes way more sense.
So much more sense. Yeah.
Thank you.
So that it was a real office, and so I became a receptionist. I got promoted to reception, and then after a while, I got promoted to operator. That meant I took the credit card information.
Oh wow!
And then I moved to monitor, which meant that I listened in on the calls to make sure the girls were either being nice or being bad, whatever the guys wanted. But also there are lots and lots of rules to follow, right? Follow me. No weapons of any kind, no drugs of any kind. I'm talking cocaine to Tylenol, none of it. No blood and guts. And you'd be surprised, a lot of men call and want that. They want to be choked to death because it's their fantasy.
Republican.
I assume so. Yeah, actually. You know what?
Like
I got a lot of.
You sound like a redhead. I love you. You're so. Oh, that sounds good. That's good. I love it. Becky.
There actually is a guy that would call all the time. And for him, I would be a redhead and he would request me. And this fucking guy, and again, I was so young. I was young and I had nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had to work here. And he was from Alberta, Canada. And he wanted me to have alabaster skin, porcelain. And he wanted me to be a ballerina, a redheaded ballerina with light skin. And he would say, "There's no in you, is there? None. Oh, I just want to make every time this guy called me, he had to make sure. Every time. But he would be on the phone with me.
Running their heads rent free, boy. And I perform in Alberta, in Edmonton. Wow. So I do Calgary, Edmonton. Yeah, I do. I'm there. It's like, that's just so funny. First of all, you live in Edmonton. There's no there.
Yeah. I was like, do you run into any kin?
Yeah.
Because that was his name.
Really?
My memory long.
You ever seen the movie Girl 6?
I saw it in order to get this.
It's about that with
Teresa Randall.
Yeah. Girl 6. You ever seen Girl 6?
It's so good. Naomi Campbell's in it.
Oh, wow.
And Tyra Banks, maybe?
Yep.
I gotta check that.
It's a sleeper movie.
So did you make pretty good money doing this?
Enough, not to like live on my own, but enough to pay rent. And,
but that's interesting.
What if I put you on a little role? Like, can you just like spontaneously like pick up the phone? I just want to hear this voice because this is such an interesting story. I need to hear this voice.
If I call,
so you're calling in. Go.
Hello. This is Jim Godfrey I'm from Texas.
Hey, Jim. How's the weather in Texas right now?
Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's pretty hot out there.
I bet it's really hot.
Yeah. I'm a truck driver. I drive about 50 hours a week. I'm married, but get a little sick of same old shit, you know what I mean? So what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your name?
My name is Melody, and I'm from nowhere near Texas. Oh my God, I'm actually from LA, and it's really sunny here. But I'm really interested to know how big your truck is. Tell me more about it.
Well, I got a 18-wheeler, and it depends on what the load is. I didn't mean to say that word. I guess I'm on the right.
Oh no, you said exactly what I needed to hear. Tell me more about that load.
We got cattle. We got sometimes it's cattle, sometimes it's different products, hay, it's different types of food, but it's always a big load. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful, but it is a big load. It never is not a big load, and I just want to empty this load. That's all. 18.
Oh my God.
Okay, I gotta stop. I can't. Oh my goodness.
He did a lot of the talking. It would have been a really great call. You did a lot of the talking. Yeah.
That was a great call.
I just would have kept you going. I would have asked you more about the cattle. I would have asked you what you do with the cows. Now, what do they do? Now, like, how big is a cow? Like, I would have had.
It depends. There's a heifer, which is a female cow, and I love milking my cows. A lot of times I do it myself. It depends on how big the udder is.
Hold on. Can I ask you this?
What?
How the heck did you just go right? I mean, you had no idea I was going to do that. I mean, you just went.
He's a professional, funny person.
Wow.
You're being disrespectful right now.
No, I'm just, it's like you're in awe of talent, like, and you just went right to it, like, okay, and it's like, and I even saw the shoulders.
Like,
you did this, and she did this with the hair too.
Amazing. and so what I did,
Oscar nominated.
Hey. That's another 154 conversation in the books. We are bridging culture back to its roots.
From Africa to the world, we're telling stories our way.
So make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share your voice in the comments. This is 154.